welcome to Hattie's Hierophant. I am your tarot reader and I hope you're doing well, my beloved. This is your general reading for your cash, career, and possible calling for the first quarter of the year, which includes January, February, and March. I encourage you to look at last year's as well for the first quarter. I think it's going to resonate with you too. And if this resonates with you, consider subscribing. I would love to have you. Before we get started, I'm seeing a few things for you, Aries. I'm feeling like that in regards to our money, we're like, where's mine? In regards to our job and career, we're looking for work, but you're trying to decide what it is that you want to do. And in regards to your calling, Aries, I feel like there's some blockage here, but let's go ahead and get into it. The first card we have is the center of your reading, and that is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords in this particular deck is all about exciting new ideas and getting started and going out there with your ideas. Now, I did expand on this energy, and I got that of the Eight of Spades, which is very similar to the Justice card. So there's this certain unfairness that I feel with you, Aries. So I don't know if in regards to your money, you're feeling that, yeah, it is. It's all aspects. It's at the center of your reading. So I feel like there's something that you do not feel like that you were giving your due in regards to your cash, in regards to your career, and it's blocking what is supposed to and what could be revealed to you in regard to your calling. So let's talk about this some more. We are going to go into your moon energy. This is where your cash is. And I have that of the Six of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Page of Cups. So I did some expanding here because the energy here is, I don't know if someone stole from you, or you feel like someone stole your job, you feel like someone stole your money, you feel like that somehow your cash was taken from you. So I don't know if you're working in a job to where you're making less money, or you've had to take a pay cut, or and I know some of us we just plumb stopped working, and that's been affecting our cash as well, and it feels so unfair to you. So with this Page of Swords, and this is energy of things are getting better. You're going to start going towards calmer waters. It's not going to feel so tense. It's not going to feel like these big, horrible waves of like, oh gosh, which way do we go? That just made me dizzy. And I feel like that things are going to start leveling out to where your destination is going to be a bit clearer. But because this is in your moon energy, Aries, it's going to take some mental work to get us moving in this direction. Now, when I expanded on this with my illumination deck, I have that of the Eight of Hearts. Eight of Hearts is all about mystery and following your instinct and intuition. So there is something here, Aries, that in order for you to increase your finances and increase your money, rely on your instinct to where something that seems so mysterious, because I feel like you're wondering, like, how are other people making it? How are other people making this money? And for some of you, this mystery is how much do my coworkers make? We all work in the same place. It seems like that person's making more because they're driving around in this kind of car. They have lunch every day, and I'm over here having sweet potatoes every day. Like, where are they getting this money from? And for some of you, it's even like with your spouse and or roommates, to where you're trying to figure out, like, okay, you all have the same job, and all of a sudden it seemed like you are rolling in the dough. It's interesting, Aries. It's not like they are making more or they have more. Maybe perhaps they do. It just looks different to you because you're in a different energy. Now, I expanded on this Seven of Swords, right? And to me, this feels more like how you feel, like something that was taken from you. I feel like that you think everybody else is making more money than you, that everyone else has more money than you. That's what it feels like to me. And I expanded on that with the Five of Clubs. And this is also energy of, it's almost like a Three of Swords in the traditional tarot. to where it's about difficulty, and we're having difficulty moving past what you believe is unfair. And believe it or not, Aries, this is messing with your money, right? This is all here. And maybe it has been unfair, Aries, to you, but what I'm seeing in your moon energy and what Spirit has in store for you is this new beginning, this new start, and this new offer. So you are going to see this offer. So I don't know if you have been applying for a job or you've been thinking about working, whatever it is in which you feel like you need to increase your money and your finances, you are going to get an offer. And I feel like this will come sooner than later if we just change our thought process and what we think about money and other people's money and your money, right? I feel like you're thinking about it so much that it's kind of like blocking your blessing. That's how come we just have the small page and not like the King of Cups in your moon energy with your finances. But not to fret, because I do see that king someplace else. So I do see something coming in your future. But let's make this energy grow. And it's really just a thought process, Aries. Okay? So that is your money. We'll talk about it some more. Look at your general reading. There may be some tidbits on to help you change that energy right there in that reading. Now, let's go into your career. I have that of the Justice. I don't know if some of you are police officers or some of you are in the service or some of you work like in with the Justice Department. Like that has been, I know it's quite literal, but that's how I'm feeling. So I feel like that some of you had some turmoil there. Some of you are quitting your jobs and for obvious reasons, right? You know, you don't have to read tarot to see that. But I see that some of you Aries, it's really affecting you. And again, I'm going back to that. It was unfair. I feel like that some of you feel like you were even set up in some cases, that you were told to do something. You were just doing your job and now you're kind of like the fall guy. So I'm feeling like that. But I'm also feeling like that you will be justified. Go out peacefully, do what they tell you to do. And if you want to seek justice and you will get your justice, right? It's like the truth will be revealed in regard to that. Now, I also have that of the Empress. This is how I know that for those of you who are seeking justice, you will get it. She is a prosperous energy. She is Venus and she is loving. This is why I say that for some of you who are leaving a job or somehow you were made to be the fall guy, walk out peacefully, be loving, and then come at them and you will, come at them with your truth. Come at them with like, nope, you told me to do that. And the truth will be revealed and you'll prosper from it. And I also got that of the Six of Pentacles. So this is all about the give and take, the push and pull, the yin and yang. Some of you are really thinking like, where is it that I want to contribute? Where is it to where I can go work and I have some fairness, right? To where we all getting paid the same, to where, my experience, I get paid for my experience and I'm not making the same money as someone who just started working here 2 months ago. So I'm feeling like you want it to be fair based on your experience, based on your expertise. That's what you want your next move to be. So I expanded on that, and that's how I know that's because we have the Jack of Hearts. And the Jack of Hearts is all about contemplation, thinking about my next move, the next step. And that's what you're thinking about. The next job, the next career, the next business, my next partners. There needs to be some fairness. I can't be the only one doing the work. I'm not going to be the fall guy again. It's almost like you are, you want to prepare to where this stuff doesn't happen again, to where you feel like you're being left out in the cold. Now, when I expand on this Empress, so for those of you who are applying for a job, who want to start a business, who want to pivot in your career, you have that of the Zero. And this also represents the Fool. So I do see some new beginnings for you in your career sector, Aries, right? We saw this energy here of an offer in your moon energy with your money, right? So some of you, just so you know, Aries, some of you are, I know you're seeking fairness and I know you're like, I want to get paid what I'm worth, but some of you are going to have to accept initially a little bit less money than what you feel you should be paid. But I feel like that once you take that position and they see who you really are and what you are made of, right? Because it's almost like you have to prove yourself because of a reputation that has followed you, not because of you, but because of other people's actions and rumors and what have you. This label that came with you, which wasn't true. I feel like it wasn't true, that you have to kind of prove yourself. So prove yourself. Be the fool. We all are the fool at some point. And for the next energy to come to be the Empress, we know that once you go in there and you prove yourself, once you go in there and you show them in true Aries style who you are, and you say, now that you know who I am, now that you know what I can do, now you need to pay me what I'm worth. And she's going to get it for you. So money is looking good. You're going to be justified. I love it. Now, let's go into your calling. This is the most difficult part right now for me, for your reading, because I feel such blockage, because there's this enormous amount of unfairness that I'm getting from your energy. But right away, I'm getting that for those of you who are looking for and contemplating about, okay, what's my next move? Where should I go? Where do I want to fit in? Look for your family-oriented businesses. So there is going to be a surge in childcare. For those of you who are teachers, and I think we talked about this before, for those of you who are teachers, perhaps teach 4 or 5 students and charge a premium because you are good at what you do. I feel like that's going to be helpful as well. So to show you the cards that I've expanded on, I have that of the 10 of Cups. And this is in your calling sector. I'm also feeling like, Aries, that some of you need to reach out to family members. Some of you need to communicate with your family members as far as what you're thinking about doing. And they're going to help you in regards to ideas that you didn't think of or even know existed. Some of you may even consider doing family-like businesses as well. So if you already have a family business, or whether you have a family farm or you have a family practice, I do feel like that perhaps you once upon a time, you're like, you know what, I don't want to do that. I have no interest in running the plumbing company. Thank you. And now you've kind of had a change of heart, and you're going to find that, okay, I steered away from it. I saw what was out there, and this is with the family business. So I'm feeling like some of you are going to go back to the family business, and at the end of the day, that was your calling, is to continue that legacy. And remember how we were talking about that King of Cups? That King of Cups shows right up in your calling energy. So you are being called to that offer. So it's all making sense, right? It's going to start here in regards to your money. It's looking funny right now, Aries, and that's okay. Take that job to where perhaps they're not going to pay you as much, and perhaps you're starting a business and perhaps you won't get a check for the first year, but when it grows, right? And someone says, oh my gosh, look at Aries in that business, can we buy it from you? Or you get into that job and they're like, oh my gosh, Aries, you're amazing. I know I am, pay me. It's going to be offered to you. The promotions are going to be offered to you. You just have to prove yourself first. And I'm sorry that you were put in that position, but in true Aries style, you're going to show them who you are. And that's that. Listen, that is all I have for your quarterly cash, career, and calling. Hope that resonated with you. Consider subscribing, and I will see you soon. I absolutely adore you, Aries.